patient once stopped me and said, "Don't say you're just the nurse. You are the nurse." That simple moment changed the way I think about the words women use to describe themselves. This September, I'm bringing that conversation to life in a brand new workshop based on my signature talk, "It's Not Just You." Together, we'll explore the subtle ways women learn to shrink themselves and how to reclaim our voice, worth, and visibility. Want to hear more? Join my email list at midlifewithcourage.com. You are listening to Midlife with Courage. This is where women in midlife come for inspiration, motivation, and sometimes a little education to help them start living more boldly. Now let's get started. Welcome back to Midlife with Courage. I am Kim Benoit, and today you have me all to yourself. This is a solo episode. I decided that July, since it is my birthday month, I'm going to do some fun episodes, some of my favorite things. Next week, my episode is going to be with a lovely lady from Troy, Tennessee, which if you know me, you know that that is close to my heart, that I just love it there. It's one of my happy places. And there's a wonderful woman there who started up a nonprofit. She sells these beautiful bags and travel things like eyeglass cases and backpacks and garment bags, which is what started the whole thing. Anyway, she has evolved that into adding on a residence for marginalized women who are needing a step up. They need help. And she's providing a place to live. If they have children, they live there too. It's just, she's a wonderful lady doing wonderful things. And she happens to live in one of my favorite places near my favorite people. So I can't wait for you to hear that one next week. But this week, I wanted to talk to you about my month of June. I had a wonderful month. For a long time now, I have wanted to be a speaker. I wanted to be known for that. When I decided to do the podcast, one of the reasons that I started this podcast was because I like to get up in front of people and talk. Put a microphone in my hand or in front of me, and I'm good. I don't even get that nervous about it. Just nervous enough. So in June this year, I had two opportunities to speak. And I've talked about them on my social media. The first one was the Women Getting Visible event in Minneapolis, which is not too far from me. And that was a beautiful gathering of women who support each other. They've been through their life journey and they've come out. I don't want to say life, that's maybe a little bit too melodramatic. It was just the perfect combination of women with their own stories who really complemented each other, and we were able to get to know each other. It was basically a 2.5-day event. We had a dinner the night before it actually started, and so we were able to get to know each other, and it was magical. It was amazing. And the organizers of the event, Christina and Amy, are amazing at what they do, and they just brought us all together. I cannot say enough good things about it. And I'll be going to a retreat in January with them as well, where I'm going to work on content and some other things. It was just amazing. It makes my heart feel so good to even think about it now. So it was a wonderful place to start with speaking. And then the next week, I had another event, which was a little bit closer to home. It was at a wedding barn venue. Is that how you say it? Barn wedding venue? Wedding barn venue? I don't know. Either way. But it was called Exhale. And again, it was women coming together, taking a break from the world, whatever that means for you, and being together. I was able to talk about my 4-letter word that I find myself saying. I still find myself saying it, but I catch myself now, that JUST word. And I was able to talk about that, share my story. And then I had a panel of 4 or 5 other women. The other speakers came up and I had some questions for them and they shared their stories. There were some beautiful stories in there. And not just my panel, but the whole day was full of women sharing their beautiful stories. The messages from that event too were amazing and uplifting and supportive. And I've said it more than once, but when women come together, magic happens. And that happened twice for me within 2 weeks of each other. I'm still organizing my thoughts around it. And that's part of this podcast as well. I wanted to share that with you. Now, the good part, having two speaking events so close together was a little challenging, except I was talking about the same thing in both places. So that makes it a little bit easier. However, I threw a work conference in there where I had to travel 4 hours away. Got to go to Green Bay. Yay. Go Pack Go. And that was a lot. That had its own stresses and it was a lot, but that was fun too. So I had speaking event, couple days, work conference, and then my other speaking event. So by the end of that weekend, I was ready for a nap. So I probably in the future will be very careful about what I schedule in between events or how often I schedule the events, but it was worth it. It was totally worth it. I was a little tired before the exhale event, but I was buoyed up by the event and the women, and it was amazing. So I did not feel tired at all after that. Or I mean during that. After that, yes, after everything was done, I was a little tired. So that was I just wanted to share that with you because first of all, I'm looking for more opportunities to speak. I think I have some wonderful things to say. I know I have some wonderful things to say, and I want to share them with all of you wherever and however I can. So if you have any leads for me or any workshops coming up or events, retreats, I would love to know about that. You can send me an email at kim@midlifewithcourage.com. I would really appreciate that. And now here's a short word from our sponsor, Joyous Escape Travel. Planning a vacation should feel exciting, not overwhelming, but with so many options online, it can quickly start to feel like a second job. That's exactly why I reached out to Heather with Joyous Escape Travel when we were planning our European river cruise, and I'm so glad I did. Heather really takes the time to understand what you want your travel experience to feel like. She specializes in river and ocean cruises, luxury resorts, and customized international travel. And she brings it all together in a way that feels easy and personal. What I loved most is that she handled all the details, the research, the planning, the logistics, so we could actually enjoy the process. And even while you're traveling, you're not on your own. She's there if you need anything. Heather also has access to exclusive perks and trusted partners, which makes everything feel even more seamless. And if you're looking for something truly meaningful, she's hosting a Reset and Rise wellness cruise to help you start the year feeling refreshed and recharged in 2027. Ready to start planning? Visit joyousescapetravel.com. And we are back. I also wanted to share with you some excitement that is coming. As I said, I love to speak. I love to get up in front of people. And the topic that I'm talking about, see, it's more than me talking. It's also the message that I'm sharing. And of course, you all know by now, it's not a big secret that what I talk about, I call it, it's not just you, and how we use the word just to minimize ourselves without realizing it. And so I thought I would create a workshop, and that is what I have done. And it's going to be a 4-week workshop, and we'll have women coming together for probably an hour, maybe 90 minutes tops. And each week we're going to work with one letter. So the J is just notice. We're going to notice, think about those words and phrases. It might not be the word just, it might be some other things that you're saying or doing that are really minimizing you and you don't realize it. So we're going to work on that the first week. And then the second week is where the magic really happens. It's understand the pattern. So we're going to take those words and those phrases that you came up with and start to look at them and ask questions. Why? Why does that happen? Why do I say that, and not in a blaming way. There's no judgment, there's no blaming anything. But when we get curious and we want to understand, that's where we start to grow. So the next week is going to be the S, shift the story. So I'm going to give you ways to take those minimizing phrases and words and switch them around to be more empowering and positive and give you more confidence in what you're saying. And then the last one, T, is take up space. You're going to go out from this week and you're going to take up your space. You're going to have a challenge in the 30 days after the workshop is over. You're going to be having little challenges where you're going to want to do this, to take up your space. Use those words, those new phrases that you've used, and just take that one little aspect of your life and use it to start you on a new path back to yourself, because you've got that courage and that confidence inside you already. It's just waiting to come back out. It's kind of been pushed down over the years, and which is, there's no judgment there. That's not, no one's blaming anybody for that. It's just what happens. But now it's time in midlife to take that, what you've been doing, and change it and step out and take up your space. So I'm so excited. I think you can hear that in my voice. I'm really excited about this. So registration will be opening soon for that. And at this recording time, I don't know, I want to do it in person. I think it's going to be very valuable in person, but I also can do it online. So I'm working out how I'm going to do that exactly, because I've got a workbook and some cards and some wonderful things happening. But I think I can do that with online too. And obviously, online, I can offer it to more people. So I might be doing two workshops running at the same time, both in person and online, which is even more fun because I get to reach more people. So excited about that. So, yes, so that the month of June was great for me. I don't record podcasts in June and July, so I've been able to spend more time on developing my business and my messages and the other parts besides the podcast. So I'm so excited about that. And I hope you are too. I hope you can hear that. And I hope that's something that resonates with you. If it is, I would love for you to let me know. If you just scroll down in the show notes at the very top, it says Talk to Kim. And that's where you can leave me a message. You can, it's actually a text message, although I don't see your phone number or anything wherever you're texting from. You can just leave that message. If you want to tell me who it is, you can. That's fine, but you don't have to. But leave me some feedback. Let me know if you're interested in that workshop, or you have questions, or there's anything else you want me to talk about. I would love to get your feedback. And if there's things that you're hearing that, you know what, Kim, maybe you shouldn't be talking about that, or maybe we could do this better. Let me know too. I want honest feedback. Honest feedback means anything, challenging or wonderful. I want to hear it all so that I can make this a better space for all of us. Because it's not all about me. It's about you and how we can help each other. And so I'm really excited to keep doing that as much as I can. All right. Ladies, I think that is all I wanted to say for this month. So you have a nice little short podcast to listen to this week. And remember, next week I will be back with Lee Ellen Smith. She is the lady who owns the Outside Inn down in Troy, Tennessee. And so that is one of my happy places, as I said before. I gushed about that earlier, so I'll stop myself from doing that. But I hope you have had a wonderful 4th of July. I hope this July is finding you enjoying the summer. I am trying to do that as much as I can. I love being outside. As soon as I get up in the morning, of course, first I take care of the dogs, but grab my coffee and I sit out front on my patio and just watch sometimes there's deer in the front yard, but I definitely listen to the birds and just take that little time. No phone, no iPad, no nothing, just the outdoors, how we're supposed to be enjoying it. So I hope you can take some time to do that too. And I hope that you will take care of your beautiful self, and I will see you next time.